Hello YouTube and fellow Minecraftians, and welcome back to yet another Minecraft video. Today we are going to be showcasing the first project for the new Ravand Buildteam, and basically this is to advertise that we have a build team. I know that's misspelled. But we are going to be starting a build team here on Ravand, and today is the day that we are starting. And so now I'm going to show you what the first project is, and hopefully this will organize things pretty well for us, and it'll sort of give you guys an idea of what's going on for the first project. So anyway, what we're going to be doing is an example world for all of the guests, or even for architects that are looking for ideas, or anyone that's looking for building ideas. This is the place that you're going to find it all. It's all going to be in one central location. It's going to have the four main words, or the four main categories: style, atmosphere, details, and purpose. I think this is purpose. Yes. Alright, so this is purpose. But anyway, what we're going to be doing is the build team is going to be starting off on the details. I'm pretty sure this is the details here. Yes, this is the detail section. But anyway, this is going to need a lot of work. And so I'm going to sort of try to explain what's going on and what you guys are allowed to do. Basically, you are allowed to do anything you want, as long as you are helping the world. That is what is important, as long as you are adding to the world. So first of all, we're going to need a hub. Like, this hub is going to have to be finished. We're going to be using something like this to sort of advertise, you know, what section it is. Like, let's go to atmosphere, let's go to detail, purpose, style, you know, so on and so forth. So what we're first going to need is a hub, and like, you're going to have to make all of this look cool, really nice. You guys can do whatever you want, just as long as you make it cool. You know, I sort of planned it out, and I gave you guys sort of an idea of what's going on. But see, I don't want to lead this team. I just want to help get it started. I just want you guys to get, you know, jump started. I'm gonna help on this project because this is something that I've really wanted on this server for a long time. And guys, just think, you know, this is going to help everyone. If all the build team puts their all into it, like even people that are on the server, they can build on a plot, and they can submit examples and such, or submit their own ideas, and then those can be copy and pasted in. But we're not sure how that's going to turn out, but we'll see. So anyone can only build team can specifically build on the world, but if anyone outside the build team wants to put something into the world, you can build something on your plot, and that will be transferred over. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start on detail. For that is what we're going to the build team is going to be starting on. Also, while we're here, all these black walls, all you guys need to figure out something cool to do with them, like make them a mix of cobble and Italian stone, and put like leaves over them, and make it like a really cool covered pathway. I don't know. You guys decide. You guys make it look awesome. But just think this is going to be a great project. So anyway, what our first thing is going to be is a Conquest metadatas portion, and so I figured there's several ways of doing this. There's this way of doing this, and then there's like this square way over here of doing it. I honestly prefer this over having the big squares all the way down, because it takes up a lot less space, and you can see there's the base block, there's the base block, and I feel like this is a lot clearer way to portraying it. And also, we're going to be making the ground look cool or something. So anyway, this is the metadata section. And then this over here is the biome section. And then also what we're going to have is biome specific updates. So the newest updates are going to go into this front portion here. So like, these are going to be metadatas, and that's going to go biomes. And like, this is going to be like the 2 to 3 updates is going to be displayed in this section. So anyway, that is the metadata section. And then there's going to be structural details, like supports, moss, cracks, collapses, vents, drains, anything that would have to do with detail for a structure would go in here. So like what I have, just like a little bit, supports and pillars, wall collapses and roof cave-ins. What we have here, stone masts that work together, pallets. So like, this would be like Italian stone and cobble, or 98, or like, what do you call it, stone brick, mossy stone brick, and then cracked stone brick, etc. That'll work out great. And then overgrown, so like, you know, you'd have like leaves and stuff all over the walls and vines. So anyway, that is structural details. Next, and guys, keep adding into it. Like, these are just supposed to be things to start you off on the idea. What we want you to do is to sort of just go off on your own and keep adding on to each category. Alright, so this is going to be interior details, and this is going to be one of the biggest things, because there's so much in this. There's beds, you know, these are just a few examples I've come up with. These are shelves, here are desks, tables, thrones, fireplaces, storage areas, chandeliers. You know, go on, just keep going on with ideas and just make this look cool. Like, don't just use the grass. Like, try to make your area look cool. Like, just add cool stuff. It doesn't matter what it is, just make it look cool, make it look medieval or whatever, and I know it's going to turn out great. Anyway, this is miscellaneous details, and miscellaneous details are such like, let's find miscellaneous details. Alright, so example of miscellaneous details would be siege equipment, torture devices, etc., street lights. I'm guessing carts would go here too. So like, these are like details that you would put around the outside, but like this would be like also like maybe a chicken coop, or like chicken coops would go in this. You know, stuff like that would go outside, and that would be very good for miscellaneous details around like a house or a city, or who knows. That's what you guys can decide. Depth details, so this will be what does that say? Stairs, archways, outcroppings, multiple layered walls, texturing correctly, realism. So that's what all that's going to be, and it's just go ahead and work on that. And so yeah, that's depth details. So that's pretty much like structure details, but depth details goes hand in hand, so make sure you guys work on that some. But anyway, basically you guys just add what you want in here. And if you are, again, outside the build team, or if you want to join the build team, we're going to be setting up a base to start for the build team. And then once we have our base, then that's when we're going to start our testing. And the testing is going to be rather difficult. You can find the link to the Ravand forums in the description below, and then that'll bring you to the forums thread. Read through that. There's a secret word in there to make sure that you've read it, and that'll inform me and the rest of us that you have read the post. So anyway, style. This is the next. This is going to be one of the things. This is also something that people outside the build team could really help on. Actually, really all of this they can help on. But anyway, we're going to have the medieval style. So it's going to be three categories in style: medieval style, medieval fantasy style, and fantasy style. So it's basically three categories. There's two categories and then the in between. So like medieval fantasy would be here. Let me put my speed down. Medieval fantasy would be peasant, middle class, wealthy, lord, king. So like you would try to make as much of a medieval style as you can, and it would just be like a whole slew of them. Like you would have a medieval style, and then you would have the three different categories. Like you'd have the middle class, or the high class, middle class, low class. I'm pretty sure that's what we decided. Middle class, wealthy, lord, king. Okay, so you would have you'd have like the base style, and then you'd have the other style, like the other variations to accompany, and you'd keep going down all the way on both sides. So I think that'll be really cool. Same thing with medieval fantasy style, you have the Nordic, Viking, barbarian, and Renaissance. So like you can decide what you want for these, and also this is all based on climate, resources, based off culture, warrior, trade. Like, are they a warrior culture? Are they a trade culture? Are they a peaceful culture? You guys need to decide that. But yeah. Anyway, and then there's the fantasy style, and this goes to like dwarven, elven, extreme Nord, steampunk, etc. So you guys decide on what you want to do there, and just keep adding categories and make it look awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and head over to this section. And this is going to be the atmosphere section. This is going to be a lot of fun here. I can tell you that much. But anyway, there's going to be biomes atmosphere, there's going to be immersion atmosphere, and then there's going to be mood atmosphere. Biome atmosphere is going to be like the certain biomes. Like there's going to be forest. Forest can be broken down into a lot of different like ideas, like a lot of different what do you call them? Yeah, forest can be broken down into a lot of subcategories. Same thing with all these really can. Like forest can be like a pine forest, a deciduous forest, a tropical forest, fantasy forest, all kinds of stuff. Desert can be like I don't know, you guys decide. That can be broken into categories. Plains can be like Ireland plains. You have like Western America plains. You just have a whole bunch of plains. Snowy, that can be tundra, mountaintops, etc. Swamp, that's pretty general. Mountains, you guys can do all kinds of different mountains. Hills, coastal, tropical, scarred, evil, fantasy, moors, etc. So you guys have lots of ideas there. Keep adding on, keep making it awesome. Immersion atmosphere, view blockers, paths, visual hints, story, points of interest, time of day. So that's going to be another important thing. So like people can get ideas for like, how do we add immersion? How do we make it so that it feels like you are actually in the plot and in the story of the plot, or in the build, should I say? Because it's not going to be all plots from here on out, as you guys can tell with the architect world. So immersion atmosphere, and then you have mood atmosphere: scary, inviting, happy, sad, poor, rich, middle, cold, hot, etc., etc., and etc. So you guys, mood atmosphere is gonna be fun too. Like scary can be like Halloween theme, inviting can be like a Hobbit theme, happy can be like I don't know, some kind of Candyland, I don't know. Sad can be something where they just had war and things are like all broken down. Maybe it's a dilapidated house, what do you call it, abandoned house. Poor, rich, that's easy. Middle, cold, hot, etc. So you guys can figure that out, and I feel like you guys can come up with some cool things for that. But anyway, detail, we've already been through that. Purpose is going to be one of my favorite things. This is going to be a really cool thing here, because this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of building to do. I have an empty section here that I just that I realized I had, but maybe we can fill that section up with something. I don't know what though. But anyway, there's going to be occupational purpose, industrial purpose, raw material purpose, and agricultural purpose, and then there's going to be ships, because we got to have ships. I mean, you cannot have all this cool stuff without ships. But anyway, that ship section needs to be expanded up there, so I'll do that sometime. So anyway, occupational purpose, so this is the end goal subject. So this is where, when you've collected the industrial and the raw material products, this is what happens when you have, like, this is what the end product is. So like a wagon maker, that's not considered industrial. Like the industrial would be like, we get the wood for you, we get the nails for you, we get the, that's all what that is. And so the wagon maker is the end product, and that's where they actually sell the wagons. Typically in the medieval era, they would sell the wagons at the wagon maker. Like people would order it and sell it there. So anyway, wagon maker, furniture maker, wheel maker, privy maker, tailor, watchmaker, barber, apothecary, tavern, clothes shop, general store, bottle maker, glass maker, etc., etc., etc. So many things you can add to that. So really looking forward to seeing what you guys can come up with. And again, this doesn't have to all be one style. You can do whatever style of build of a structure you want. Each one of these is going to need a actual structure for it. So really looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Anyway, this is the industrial purpose. Industrial purpose would be like a smeltery, a sawmill, weavers, butcher, brewery, stonemason, salt refiner, dyer, wheat grinder, winery, shipwright, fishery, etc., etc., etc. Again, a whole ton of things there that you guys can work with and keep expanding on. Again, here's raw material purpose. Raw material purpose would be a quarry, mines, an iron mine, diamond mine, gold mine, etc., blah, blah, blah. Clay pits, woodcutter, herbalist, salt flats, well, sand pit, manure. Wait, what's manure? I don't know that. Okay, whatever. Spices, etc., etc. So that is raw material. Oh, manure can be like for fertilizing. Okay, I see now. So, yeah. And then spices can be like, yeah, cool thing. Cool. And then we have agricultural purpose. An agricultural purpose would be like wheat farms, potato farms, carrot farms, grape farms, cow farm, pig farm, chicken farm, sugar farm, hunters, rice paddies, cabbage farm, apple orchard, etc. Fishermen as well. So you can keep adding on to that. And then ships, you can have all kinds of ships. I'm sure we're going to see quite a few of Victor's ships in this world. So anyway, guys, the build team, basically in a nutshell, is do what you want. Just make sure that you are adding to the basic idea of what's going on. Like, just keep adding. Don't detract. Be nice to your fellow builders. But this is going to be an engaging project, because this is going to really push the what do you call it? The popularity of the Ravand server, because people are going to come here once this is finished. They're going to come here specifically just to see, you know, what has become of this. And I'm going to be working on it, some here and there. I mean, I got to do other stuff as well to you know, kickstart, you know, other projects and such. But this is going to be pretty cool. And again, I want you guys to be your own team. I don't want to have really anything to do with you. I just want to help you when you need help, but I do not want to lead it. I do not want to be the person that you guys run to all the time, say, what do I put here, what do I put there? I want to lay that down to a project leader, and I just want to come here and build and then move on, etc. So again, if there's anyone that's willing to step up to being a build team, sort of like a project leader, to sort of help put this forward. Like for this kind of project, you would need probably a project leader per section. And then after that, so like you need a project leader for atmosphere, project leader for details, etc. But like I said, I want to start off with details. I think details is over here. Details right here. Yes, I want to start off with details. I want to get this as complete as we can. Again, this project is never really going to complete. You're just going to keep adding and adding and adding, but we can get a lot of ideas down, and hopefully it'll be very very informative and very helpful for people that need this. And I'm really looking forward to this, guys. So anyway, that's really all I have to say, and I hope you guys have gained some inspiration. I hope you guys are excited, because I am excited. I really want to see this move forward, and I really want to see this become something awesome. And this definitely has potential to become awesome. But again, we need people that are willing to step up and do it. So anyway, that is pretty much all I have to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed it, please like, and if you guys want to see more, please subscribe. And you guys are awesome. But anyway, till next time, bye bye.